Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field in beautiful Jacksonville, Florida. How these two teams remember this season will be largely impacted by what happens here in the Gator Bowl. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Memphis Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, catching up with the Rebels head coach, he's trying to motivate his team in the locker room right now. They were in the college football playoff just a year ago. This season did not go exactly how they planned, but that does not mean they are ready to throw the towel in. Coach said, I understand. We could have been better, but now is the opportunity to show people the team we can be. Let's focus on the future. That all starts today, one play at a time. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Tigers offense will start this game off with the football. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. A first down for the offense. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Finds his tight end. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Gives it on the option. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. Memphis wants to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Oh, they're after him. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So Ole Miss offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Let's take a look at our impact players. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Alexander.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got his man out of the backfield. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Here's a little room there. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rebels. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hayden. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Nolan. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Memphis will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Through the defense.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
To the air on 2nd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. 1st down and more. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll try the jet sweep here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the back. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. There is nowhere to go. He is stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the grab.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. To the air, it's Nolan. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Rushes on him. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw it. It's complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Lacy. Breaks the tackle. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The offense changing the play. Second down, he'll throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And he's in for a second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Nolan. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. Ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Memphis will be forced to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got it. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Personal foul.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throws to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
That is no good. So guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion.
Oh man, the dreaded doink. Knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner, taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Keeps it on the option.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Memphis picking up the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll keep it on the ground. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
He'll try to loosen him up from deep in his own end. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Going for the marker on the ground. He's past the 30. Maybe a crease. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Rebels have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. Floating away. He's going to sling it into the heart of the field. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Gets rid of it. Got his man.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short and it's 4th down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Memphis Tigers offense ready to set up shop. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
On target to the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Off play action. Takes the easy completion. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Memphis will be forced to punt. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already.
Oh, a lot of space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Rebels, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. Looking for room. It's Lacey. Hard running there. And they're able to get him on the ground. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly complete. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. The Tigers will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Hey guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. This is the moment his defense has to get organized. They have been a little problematic here in this first half, giving up too many points. And now, with the opponents getting the ball to start the second half, they do not want that momentum and a positive offensive output right here to change this game. He said our defense has to make a statement and make a stand, and it starts right now. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback.
Could be an alley. He's at the touchdown, Rebels. And the pummeling has started.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing.
Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Gonna run it. It's Lacey. Running through contact. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
The field goal is no good, but there is a flag down, and he might get another shot at this one. That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. And the offense cashes in on the roughing penalty. A mistake on special teams. We'll see if they can make it pay off. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
Here's the pressure. And he never had a chance.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against the guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think...
Looking for a big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. This defense will try to keep everything in front. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Nolan. On the move, he fires. The short hands, it's Brown. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with the sack.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. They'll run play action. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't find anybody open, finally went to his running back, got him the football, and he did the rest.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the 1st? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the 1st down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Wants to adjust the pattern. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. So here they come on 4th and long, backed up after that third down penalty. Trying to keep the drive alive. Can't get him to the ground. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? Running inside. It's Hayden. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Offense going to be challenged to protect on 3rd down after that last sack. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Here's the heat. Right on the money. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. It's complete to the left. Just couldn't get loose. They stop him right at the line, and they don't convert on 4th down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Lacey. Maybe some room here. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Makes it past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Covey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a crease to the left. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline. There is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. But the big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Forced out of the pocket. Shoots it to the left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. He'll keep it on the sneak. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Pick up of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gill. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Rebels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Under fire. Lets it fly. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
You know, I'll give it to the defense.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Looking for a push on 4th down. Got a little grass. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They're going to test the right side with this one. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.